So this is the fourth video, okay, and the topic is time in history. So one is the political history and the other is the social, economic, cultural history. So this is a kind of combined history, and here only a certain thing is being focused on. So it was taught a few decades ago. Easier to define dates for events in political history. Example, revolt of 1857. We know sequence of events year wise. Okay. See, initially, what it was taught few decades back. Decade is the period of, yes, you are right. It is a period of 10 years. So if we look backwards, okay, so few decades back, how was history taught? Basically, it was related to certain kinds of dates only, okay, which was political history. Like for example, I said, when did we gain independence? We gained independence on a certain day when Britishers left. We made our constitution. We described India as independence. So we have particular dates for that. That is why it is called a political history. Okay. Also, we used to, if we go back then and we trace history, we can easily define sequence of events. If you take example of 1857 revolt, you can easily say, okay, Mangal Pandey had firing over British. He was put to jail in this year. There was revolt in Delhi, in Lucknow, or in Meerut, in these particular parts, one after the other. So you can describe that history in sequence of events, that to year wise. Okay, but if you will see this history, which is more or less of combined factors which comprise your cultural, economic, and cultural factors, okay, here specific dates cannot be assigned. Okay, example, can we pinpoint the day, the month, the year when the feeling of nationalism started growing among the people of India? So when we were gaining independence, not everybody was ready to take independence, but there was a certain time period when everybody wanted freedom from the British, okay, freedom from the clutches of British. So can you say, or can you even imagine that people saying, yes, I got the feeling of nationalism at 6 p.m. on this particular date on Monday and Tuesday? No, we cannot. So when all these factors are clubbed together, this history, we do not have specific dates. Okay, this is more or less of contemporary history. ये अभी पढ़ाई जाती है, and this used to be taught few decades back. Okay, now when you study history, there are few certain questions. Okay, what happened, when did it happen, where did it happen, and how did it happen? What, when, where, how? If we are asking these four questions, we are referring to history. But while we can be sure of the first, there cannot be precise answers to three questions. अब जब आप हिस्ट्री पढ़ते हो, आपको फर्स्ट का तो आंसर इजीली मिल जाता है, बट द रिमेनिंग थ्री, we don't get very easy answers every time. Okay, now let us take example. The event we are taking here is arrival of Britishers in India. So if I will say what happened, we will say British colonized India after they arrived in India. The second question was, when did it happen? We cannot put an exact date to it. Exactly कब उन्होंने colonize कर दिया, ऐसे तो हम नहीं कह सकते ना. They must have started controlling free, like few kingdoms. They started trading with them. Initially, they bought people under them. So it was a slow and a steady process. It was not just a event of 1 or 2 days. So we cannot have a clear answer to this. When did it happen? Okay. The third question was, where did it happen? Where did it happen? We cannot pinpoint a particular region and say that it happened here. They colonized the entire India, so we cannot say na that it India में भी कहाँ पर particularly हुआ. No. Yes, we might have a rough idea, but can we have an exact idea? No. Then the fourth question was, how did it happen? How did it happen? We are uncertain exactly how it started and difficult forms it took. Okay, now if I will say, how did they made India colony? We have so many answers. They initially came for trade, then they started controlling us, established empires, gained interest from the kingdoms. This was a very slow process. Can we have one correct answer to this? Many people, like if I will ask tribals of that period, they might have a different answer. If I will ask the local people, they might have a different answers. If I'll ask political leaders of that period, they might have a different answer. So these three questions are very difficult to answer when you are studying history. Only this is very easy. What happened? हुआ क्या था? When did it happen? कब exactly हुआ? Where did it happen? What was the place? And how did it happen? So it is obviously even more difficult when the process is very slow. Okay. Now, there are straight answers to many questions. There are no straight answers to many questions in history. Also, when you are studying history, you will not find straight answers. You will find many views of different people. So, in maths, okay, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. But in history, you cannot have a straight answer. There will be many answers. Okay. To put an exact date to process in history would be to to defy the very nature of history, of the subject. Also, if you are trying to certainly push exact day or dates to history, that would not be possible. And if you are trying to do that, then actually you are taking away history as a subject. तो आप history में से उसका essence ही निकाल देंगे. Okay.